In this tutorial, we will cover how to schedule both workflows and pipelines. Scheduling is an important aspect of efficiently keeping your data clean and up to date, reporting, and dashboards. To create a new schedule, first we need to go to the Schedules tab, approximately in the center of the screen. Next, to add a schedule, we click on the Schedule button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. This will allow us to create a new schedule based on the project which we are already in. Next, we need to select our workflow. For this example, we will use the flattened tutorial which we created earlier in a previous video. Next, we have our Spark Submit options and our program parameters. These are both similar to the options that are shown on the execution page. We can also choose our library jars. Another option provided by Sparkflows is to email on success and email on failure. These will allow us to receive alerts when our workflows are either executed successfully or fail at some stage. This can be important for properly monitoring your systems. Next, we need to choose our start date and end date. This is important so that the schedule does not run for an unlimited period of time. In this case, we will use the current time and date. And for the end date, since we only want to execute once, we will only choose an option approximately 5 minutes in advance. Next, we need to schedule our frequency, either by the minute, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, or as a cron expression. For this example, we will keep it simple and choose hourly. Next, we need to choose the minute of the hour in which the execution will be scheduled. For this example, so that we can see it execute, we will choose a time only a minute in the future. Next, we need to also select our time zone. In this case, I am currently in that time zone, so this is correct. Once you hit submit, the Sparkflow system will automatically update the schedules and will prepare itself to execute a workflow at that particular time. While we wait for this workflow to execute, we can also schedule a pipeline. Scheduling pipelines is almost identical except for the way in which we access the schedule. To access the schedule, first we need to go to the Pipelines tab at the top right-hand side of the screen, and then in our pipeline on the right-hand side under the Action section, we see a clock icon. This is the schedule option for pipelines. When we hit the schedule button, it will take us to a new menu that will allow us to schedule pipelines within this project. Again, we hit schedule new and we are presented with the same options. This is identical to the options provided for scheduling a workflow. Next, we can go to our Executions tab. This will show us all of the executions that have occurred most recently. Currently, we see that we have a flattened tutorial that was executed previously on the previous day. Now we just need to wait for our schedule to activate. It should be about another 20 seconds. When a scheduled workflow is executed, under the View options, we can tell that it has been updated by the scheduler by clicking on this eye icon. When we click on it, under the description, we will see that it was fired by the scheduler. Versus if we have a workflow executed by a user, there will be nothing in the description here. Only the workflow ID, Spark web URL, and application ID. Thank you for listening.